Well, top of good morning to you. Well, I'm just sitting here having some coffee, starting the vlog, and just turned on the computer. I don't know what I got here. So, checking it out, seeing what's going on, seeing what my friends on YouTube is going on, what they're doing. The other thing that my friend and I talked about last night, and he was asking me what are some of my favorite channels to watch. And I said to him, well, simply the people that I have, since I've started my YouTube channel and grown to know, and those guys that make videos and they have active channels, I actually watch them a lot. Just because it's kind of like this friendship. Even for those of you that don't make videos, it's interesting to have a kind of a, I guess it's kind of strange because you have this friendship, but it's like through this screen right here. Oh, but anyway, some cool things that are going on. Let's see here. We get to the comment section. All right. And hooking up to the comments section, what do we have? Come on, slow computer. Sometimes in the morning, well, that's really neat. So, right, Bob Hartman said, yeah, he said on the last video we were talking about the movie actors and stuff, he says, you nailed it, actors today mostly suck. Yes, they do. I can't, there's nothing that they, I don't know, they just don't bring anything to the table. So, alright, let's go back to the main comments. Let's see. Joe said, I couldn't agree more with old movies. Same goes for him with TV. Yeah, that is very true. The TV shows, like everybody's fascinated to me with The Walking Dead, and I seriously, I watched like a few episodes of the first season, and I tell you this, being a gun person, this is the one thing that drives me nuts, and then it usually deters me from either continuing to watch it or whatever. Okay, for me, The Walking Dead, one thing right away, you got the main character, they're lining up, I think it's like the first episode, and the guy's holding the Glock, and he says, you better take the safety off. I mean, right there, it's like, oh man, and then I just think that there's just so much other things that I never got into it, basically. I just never got into it. I don't mean to nitpick on it, but that does tend to ruin some stuff for me, especially when you got these anti-gun actors that it's like you got, for example, Matt Damon going around and making this new Bourne Supremacy something movie coming out, and I didn't even watch the other ones. I actually enjoyed his movie The Martian. I actually somewhat liked that movie, and then he goes and knowing he's the way he is, his mentality on guns is just and it just really, it puts these guys, and it just makes me not want to watch their movies. It sucks, and it's like the more and more stuff like that happens, the more it pushes me back to the old movies. The more I go back and like, you know what, I just want to stay watching these old movies. I think it's like, hey, this new movie came out with this guy and that guy. I'm like, who is this guy again? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I think he was in that and that. You know what, I think I'm just gonna go home and watch Key Largo with Humphrey Bogart and Edward G. Robinson. Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to go spend $13 on that. I'm just throwing that disc and enjoy that. So yeah, it's just I can't get into it. So yes, I think, yeah, you're definitely right, Bob. They mostly just suck. I can't. And speaking of TV shows, man, I love that one episode of Johnny Carson where Burt Reynolds shows up. He shows up a lot in them, but somebody broke out, I think it was whipping cream or something, and Johnny Carson puts it down Burt Reynolds' pants and just. Burt Reynolds was another one. I really, when I meet people, it's like, oh, they've never seen, Hooper or Sharky's Machine, Smokey and the Bandit, that kind of stuff. It's like, man, those movies are just, you don't even know what you're missing, man. Those movies blow the waters out of any of the movies in the theater now, I tell you. So anyway, have my coffee. Let's get this day started. Gonna get off to work, and yeah, smell that cup of coffee. That's what we're talking about in the morning. Okay, guys, please forgive if you hear any of the music. It's from next door. They got it on a little loud. They don't do it all day, but anyway, I'm here at work and just really got the morning started. It's been really busy, and the morning's already gone. It's already 12:15 in the afternoon already. Been pretty busy this morning, and the mailman just came. Now this is weird. All right, this caught me by surprise, very much so. Something showed up, and it took me for a spin at first, and then I saw Batjack JW on it. And this, it took me a couple moments there to figure out what was going on. But this is from my buddy Joe P, I believe. So, thank you. You guys don't have to do this kind of stuff, but this is really cool. I did not, nobody told me nothing about. So, anyway, all right. Let's see what we got here. Oops. I'll do it in frame. I guess that's oh, wow. Now, isn't that cool? The Final Countdown. Kirk Douglas. Martin Sheen. I have not seen this. 1980. Must be good stuff. Wow, really? That's cool. Okay, so I got a note here. Let me see what the. Well, all right, I'll read the first line here because this is definitely exactly what happened. It says, "Hi JW, I hope this letter finds its way to you. I'm sure you are saying to yourself, what in the hell is this?" So I'll explain. Yes, I definitely, like I said, the mailman just came there. So he said he was walking through Best Buy last week looking for a new flat screen. And he moseyed on through the DVD section just for fun. And the top rack is a classic section, one of my favorite movies on teenagers, The Final Countdown. Awesome movie from the 80s, still one of my favorite flicks, military sci-fi fighting action scenes from Hawaii. Oh, Kirk Douglas at the end of his career and Martin Sheen at the beginning of his. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, that's true. Like, was it, when did Apocalypse Now come out? Is that late 70s? I think so, yeah, 78, 79. You're right, yeah, Martin Sheen was just some of the graphics are a bit dated, but you know what? They always look good, to me when I see that kind of stuff, because I'm just thinking, because you gotta remember when they're doing this stuff, it's pretty amazing when they're with that time. The movie still holds up well after all these years, and a lot of them do, and some of them are so relevant today, I think. I haven't seen this movie for sale in a store for 20 years. Wow. Just there, Best Buy, leaving it behind, leaving an old favorite dog at the pound. It's already owned 2 copies, one for the house, one for the boat. Decided to send it to you. Well, I appreciate that. No, you know, yeah, okay. You know, thank you, Joe. I really do. By the way, please note I'm not a stalker. You often refer to Cult Replica as your first Batjack JW video, but really the first one is the photo essay. Oh yeah, you're right. One of the random pics just kind of got an introduction to video that you show the banner of Elite Hunters, so I googled the address. Yes, that is where I work. In fact, that's where I'm at right now. And no, this is really cool. It's really nice of you to send us along. This kind of stuff, yeah, for me is amazing, because I wanted to take the moment and say that extreme thanks to all of you that watch these videos of mine and do all this kind of stuff. And you know, doing stuff like this, I'm somebody that is such a giver too, that this is really cool. This is super amazing, that the kind of connection we all have just through these videos, just meeting people. As for me, not really being a computer person, not really, but starting this YouTube thing, and it has really enlightened my life in a different way. I doing these vlogs is part of everyday fun. I look forward to it every day. You know, gone through some really depressive times just recently because of personal issues going on in my life, and you guys make it, doing this YouTube really kept me, it got me through it. It really did. Even though it's still a little rough, but it gets me through it. And knowing that I have friends like this on this channel, this from starting from Batjack JW and just throwing up a couple of videos on my favorite guns and being able to learn more and hopefully make better videos. But this is really cool. Thank you, Joe. I really do appreciate that. And not to sound weird, but everything that I've gotten from viewers and people that have sent me stuff, I actually have got it all saved in like a box, because it means more to me than the item. It's like it's a special gift from people that care, people that give, and definitely that's really cool. So, all right, well, that's certainly did that tickle me by surprise, because the guy delivered this and I went, okay, because usually everything we get is a large box, and then when I actually saw my name on there, I got to going, what? Anyway, thank you very much. I will be watching that and doing definitely my view on it. I've never saw it. I never saw the movie, so I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Joe. Oh, this. Okay, so it's scheduled for today, and this is my friend's. Oh, this is my friend's pistol. So I'm waiting for it. It's coming in FedEx. We'll see what when it comes in, and you guys get to see what he bought. Hopefully, it comes in today, and you don't have to wait till tomorrow and find out. But we'll see. It says by 5 p.m. delivery Wednesday the 27th. Today is Wednesday the 27th, last I checked. It's the final countdown. That's right, you guys. The FedEx guy finally arrived, and the gun is here. So would you like to see what it is? Can you imagine what it is? I'll give you a second. Leave in the comments. Here we go. It is a Glock 20 or Glock 19. Glock 19 Gen 4, and got the 3 magazines. Really cool. So that's what he ordered. It gives you an idea. You'll probably be seeing a review on that on the channel, because I don't own a Glock 19 myself. And that's the other thing. I get a lot of comments and questions on my main channel like, how many guns do you own? Well, not very many, actually. working in the business of guns and things like that, and having friends like that, and getting to use those guns, I'm able to bring you folks more content on Bad Jack JW. Here's a cool thing about interesting, the FedEx delivered it, but the packing material inside of it is a UPS. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Work is done for the day. I'm done playing around in the shop, so I'm gonna head on home. In fact, I think I'll go to his house and have dinner. So yeah, to have some McDonald's. Oh wait, all it is brass. 357 Magnum. That's it. It draws near to another end of the day. It has come. That's it. Pretty much work today. Went to my friend's house. Ate a little bit of food. Not much going on today. I must say, you know, I've been trying to keep on the diet, so today I really didn't go overboard with stuff, even though he wound up getting some calzone from the local shop up the hill. It's like a Italian restaurant. I actually did not eat very much of it. For lunch, I ate that, made some more of that pesto sausage and noodles and stuff that you saw in one of the other previous vlogs. So I ate that for lunch, not a whole lot of it, and oatmeal for breakfast. So I was I tried to stay good for most of the day. Tried to not eat, you know, just go all out and just like load yourself up with calories. So anyway, yeah, so down at the shop again, I was very surprised. Thank you, Joe P. Thank you very much for the movie. I have not seen the movie. I look forward to watching it. And yes, as his letter stated, I'm sure you're saying to yourself, what the hell is this? When it came in, we know the mailman that drops off for the shop, and so when he dropped this thing off, we usually don't get small boxes like that, unless it's, I mean, usually at the shop, I mean, it's always these giant boxes. It's either a gun or more supplies or something like that, a gun that somebody transferred. So usually we don't get a small priority mail box. I was just really like, I mean, I was trying to, I was like, it was catching my eye. I'm like looking at it, and then, you know, of course, reading, whoops, so dropping it all over. I'm not gonna show his address, but reading my name on there with our shop address on there, and I'm like, jeez. And he's sitting there talking to me, and I'm trying to like sneak over and look at this thing going, actually what gave it away a little bit is Joe, is the cigar in the ashtray. And from your profile picture, but I didn't actually quite put it together yet. But I did later on as I opened it up. But yeah, no, thank you. You know, this is a kind of cool thing that I never thought would ever happen, stuff like this. And I'm a very giving person. I love to give to people, especially those that know me personally, like throughout life. Friends of mine, I mean, I've just happily, anytime I can, like the friend I just went over his house for a number of time. I'm pretty sure you guys are getting sick of hearing that in the vlog. I'm going over to my friend's house, really, but I'm trying to catch up time with these guys. I really was I was not there really for the last years. I mean, literally years, that they would always invite me over for something, you know, hey, we're doing a Halloween party, hey, it's a Christmas party, hey, we're just doing a barbecue, come on over. I really just would not go. I know I sound like a bad friend. It's just really what it is it's, I'm not a party person. I'm not somebody that gathers around with a lot of people, especially, you know, it's like a lot of them, they invite their friends that I don't know who they are. I'm not really that kind of person. So it's really hard for me to mingle with that kind of thing. I'm just kind of more of a to myself kind of person. Of course, with this YouTube stuff, you know, it's a big step forward, because it's like, wow, you know, I'm talking to I mean, pretty much whoever's watching this video in a sense. So it is kind of a strange in that sense. So, but to have been able to meet so many of you right here through the YouTube network is amazing. and I've met some really amazing people through this, and it is definitely, it's just, I can't explain it. It's crazy because it's like how it's so strange. Is like I would feel like so comfortable with a lot of you that I is in communication every day, and yet we only know each other through right here, this screen, this whatever you're watching this on, your computer, your tablet, or cell phone these days. So anyway, that kind of is I don't know. It really is just I don't know how to say it. It's really cool. Especially, I mean, just here's another example right here. Again, this is from Darren Baggs. He sent this to me. This is one of the very first gifts I ever received. This is super cool. This is just absolutely, it blows my mind to receive stuff like this. And it's not, it has nothing to do with the value, maybe in a sense, the monetary value, or it's more sentimental. It really is. I mean that. So anyway, that's cool. And being, obviously it's an older flick, so and it's got good actors in it. In fact, I was just talking to my friend tonight about it. We were watching a new movie, and I usually don't. I mean, whenever somebody says, "Hey, you want to watch this new movie? It just came out," I'm kind of like, I don't know. What is it again? I'm not. I really. The actors today just they don't do it for me. The movies today, they don't do it for me. I'm like, no. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna watch Dirty Harry, or I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna watch Real Bravo. That's just the kind of person I am. All my favorite actors are either dead or they're retirement age, in a sense. I mean, I'm not trying to sound mean or anything like that, but no, that's no joke. All my favorite actors are either dead and they passed on, or they're in retirement age already. It's there's very few of them still left out there making the movies that I would still go watch, and I still do. I mean, it's just like, even though as much as I don't really care for instance, Tarantino, although I went to go see The Hateful Eight because, Kurt Russell's in it. I like Kurt Russell, so, and he's pro-gun. How about that? So, I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. I'm gonna call it a night, get this video uploaded. Thanks for watching. A friend of mine is bringing in another gun into the shop tomorrow. Hopefully it gets delivered tomorrow. So that's another wrap. We'll get to see what other gun it is. So we'll get to see. I know what it is, but I'll let you guys think on it and you'll find out. And I think you'll find this next one quite different. A lot different. In fact, I think when I make a video on it on the main channel, it's gonna get people to go, okay. Anyway, but you'll see firsthand tomorrow what it is, because you are signed in to the Combat 86 radio show, the daily vlogs of Batjack JW, where you find out all kinds of news and other things that are going on behind the camera, behind a lot of things in the day in the life of Batjack JW when we're not making main videos. So anyway, we'll get to check that out. Still got to do the broken Glock video, but tomorrow I'll get a SIG Sauer video, a SIG, one of those interchangeable, what do they call it, modular design pistols. So check that out on the main channel, get that uploaded tonight so that can come out tomorrow in the morning. But I'll see you guys tomorrow on Day in the Life. Thanks for watching. Again, thank you, Joe. Really super cool, man. I don't expect these types of things, and when it does happen, it means a lot to me. I get emotional about it because it's so on levels that I just did not expect and don't expect. Thanks.